say like we need we. It goes something like I need you. You gon' say like we need we.
Like I know there's been a lot of mistakes, and we both made them. I apologize for my part in that. I want us to be together again. For as long as we can be.
As usual, your timing couldn't be worse. How do we do this?
Hey, well, what's good, family? This is Brandon Jackson, speaker, writer, educator, counselor, and mental health advocate from the city of Indianapolis, Indiana. And today I'm bringing you my first ever episode on YouTube of Brandon's Relationship and Dating Gems. Brandon's Relationships and Dating Gems. You know, that clip by from the movie Love Jones is one of my favorite movies. And I want to start with that clip because it really is the crux of what I want to talk about today. Every man desires a healthy relationship and ultimately a marriage one day. But sometimes they find themselves after the fact and in the end that they should have did things differently. They could have worked things out a different way that could have had a better outcome. And you see in the scene here in the movie, actor Lorenz Tate and actor Nia Long find themselves at the end of the movie at a place where they should have been a long time ago, expressing their feelings and letting each other know how they feel. And so with this episode, my first episode, I kind of want to speak to the brothers about of those important things that you need to do when it comes to meeting a mate, meeting a woman that you desire, that can ultimately, you can have a beautiful relationship with and ultimately a happy marriage. And so before I share my three gems today, I kind of want to just give a brief, history about me. You know, I have been happily married for 17 years to my beautiful wife. I have three beautiful children. And I share that to say is that there was a time in my life where I never could see that happening. And it was almost, close to 20 years ago. I was going through a lot of things in my relationships. And prior to that, I would say from the age of 18 to about 26, 27, made a lot of mistakes, ups and downs of relationships, always had a desire to do it right. And I found myself as a man struggling with some things on how to have a healthy relationship. But it wasn't until August 8th, 2004, I wrote down affirmations for my life about what I desired and what I wanted. And God blessed me with those things. But I had to really take the initiative as a man to really make some changes by reading books, by going to seminars, by educating myself about relationships and dating. And then, you know, I got to a place where I started to apply those things. I always say that information plus application equals transformation. So I got to a place where I started to apply those things that I learned. And I found myself doing workshops and seminars and helping people. And I even found myself on a relationship panel with actor Lorenz Tate and Pastor Anthony Jackson. And it wasn't until that I realized around February of 2006 that my now wife, she deserved a husband, not a boyfriend. She deserved a husband and not a boyfriend. And that's what I want to help fellas with this first episode of Brandon's Gems today. And one of the things that's so important when it comes to understanding women is just listen to them. Listen to them and how they express themselves. Read books. Fellas, go to the library and take the time to read books about strong women or just women in general so that you have a better understanding of how they may feel. Talk to women. If you have friends who are a part of a sorority, if you have sisters, just talk to them and ask them how they feel and to get a better understanding of them. Because what that will help you to do, fellas, is that as you look for a mate, you will have a better understanding of what goes on inside of a woman. And the second gem that I want to share is, you know, fellas, the ball is in your court. And you set the tone for the relationship and the dating experience. Here's why. So I'm a very observant person. I find myself seeing posts on Facebook from different friends about why they are having struggles with their dating life or meeting a man, or why is it that they can't find a good man, and why is it that, you know, someone who that, you know, was interested in them is sending them some strange texts about why they have children and this and this and that, or I see you know, different single women who are taking trips by themselves. And what that lets me know is that, fellas, there are women out there that desire a healthy relationship from a man who will respect and love them. And so I point that out is because the ball is in your court. And what that means is that, fellas, you know, number one, understanding a woman, being observant, listening, and hearing the needs of a lady lets me know that the ball is in your court. And what do I mean by that? The ball is in your court. Number one, you set the tone. If you act right, she'll follow your lead. She'll respect you. She'll have faith in you that you have a desire to have a healthy relationship. Another thing, by what I mean by setting the tone for the relationship and the ball is in your court, is that if you desire a healthy relationship, then let that show in your actions. Meaning, you know, you're at Starbucks and you meet a sister who you've seen there, you know, over the weeks, and y'all exchange numbers, and you talk to her, and you find through those conversations that you have a common interest. You know, you're laughing, and you know, you share some experiences, and you seem to be having a nice time with each other. Ask her out on a date. But you know, there's that list of places not to date. Take a lady on a date, and I don't really believe in that list. I do believe that there should be some type of date where you can kind of interact with each other and have fun with each other. You know, I was real creative with my first date with my wife. I asked her out on a community service event that I was doing around Christmas time, and we had a blast. You know, we got to serve with one another, and we got to help people, and we got to, you know, talk and have a great experience. That was the first date I had with my wife. And so when it comes to setting the tone, brother, set the tone that can be an experience that she'll always remember. And then I think the last thing that I want to say about the ball is in your court, you know, I don't really see a lot of men posting about relationships or dating or marriage, but I do see a lot of women doing that. And just in my own observation is that there are a lot of ladies out there who desire that. So, fellas, the ball is in your court if you know that. And so if you know that, take the time to really show her that you want something wholesome and something meaningful. And I think the last gem that I want to share is that, fellas, you have to realize that you have to constantly have a desire to grow your relationship, develop your relationship, and water your relationship. And what do I mean by that? Is that, I'll say this, me being happily married for 17 years, it has its seasons. It has its ups and downs. It has its good times and difficult times. But one of the things that I will share with you is that the reason how I've made it to 17 years of marriage, we both have, and I know on my part, is that I have always taken the initiative to water what we have. I still buy roses for my wife. I still date her. I still write her little love letters. I still send her, you know, some texts that only we can see. Y'all can't see them. I still do things that have grown our relationship and what we have. And fellas, you know, you need to do that. You know, sometimes when you meet a sister and y'all have something good, continue that, water that. Think outside the box when it comes to dating. You know, take her on a walk at a park. You know, go visit a museum somewhere. Go to a concert. Go somewhere where y'all can really, you know, have a great time. Develop that. You know, find a good book to read with each other and talk about it after each chapter. One of the good books I always encourage single people to read is The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. So I hope you've enjoyed these 3 gems today. Hey, give me a shout on the text, 317-778-9420. If you want to book me for a workshop, seminar, or some one-on-one consultation, hit me up. I would love to help out. And remember,